This podcast may contain offensive content. You have been warned.
Okay.
All right, so you guys were coming right out of the cave.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Is it daylight or nighttime? How long have we been here?
Well, you spent a day in there so far, so not too... And you actually didn't spend all that long inside that cave.
We kind of went backwards.
It was like half an hour or something.
We did
a long rest.
Yeah, we took a long rest inside there.
Yeah. So
before.
So if we got there in like afternoon, it's evening now.
8 hours? No, it'd probably be like...
Yeah, it'd be like the next morning almost.
Yeah,
really.
you got to do 8 hours for a long rest.
Yeah.
Afternoon?
Yeah, and then you did the long rest, you did a short rest as well afterwards.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It was like 4
It's called the next morning.
Yeah, we'll just call it
like midnight.
Yeah, we'll just call it we'll call it sunrise.
DM's discretion.
So we rest again.
And
we level up.
Makes sense.
What do you guys want to do? You've got a moral quandary with what Leosin did with kobolds for those that...
None of us know about it.
We don't know about it.
Yeah, I don't think I really went through the details of how I got those eggs.
Nope.
As long as nobody wants to ask, I think we're all comfortable leaving that behind us.
Actually, Tarek just quietly strolls up beside Leosin and you want to give me details of what happened? Might make a pretty cool side story, you know?
It was pretty boring. I just traded for it.
Oh, really? No, that's not very epic and heroic, you know?
No, it really wasn't. Let's never mention it again, really.
Okay, but all right, I'll make something cool up.
Yeah, okay, you
Traded
do
with
that.
whom? You mean there's someone else still alive in there?
Guy. He was in the pit.
Oh, maybe. You know what? Trade negotiations.
The important thing is, yeah, exactly. This treaty has a non-disclosure clause. I can't really tell you the details.
What I want to know is, why did you think it was a good thing to trade for 3 dragon eggs? What are we going to do with those? Don't they turn into dragons, which are kind of the problem right now?
You also know that the eggs are black dragon eggs, too.
Frankly, I thought it was
evil
safer.
dragons. I don't know if everybody knows this about black dragons, but they spit acid and they're really bad-tempered.
Well, would you rather leave them in the Cult of the Dragon's cave?
No, you're right. They shouldn't have them to use as weapons, but neither should we. What are we going to do with them?
I think we need an expert opinion on what to do with these dragon eggs. Personally, I don't feel qualified to make
Who's
such
a dragon
a decision.
expert, then?
You actually know a dragon cult expert. The monk you were talking
Aha!
about. Sent you in.
Oh, yeah, that
That's
guy.
him.
All right.
So
We should seek his counsel then.
So he was back at the that first time.
At Greenest?
He was actually going to meet you at Eltruel.
Okay.
Oh, right.
So we
you
got to
guys
go
know
into
each other
Eltruel.
well.
I think the only question is, do we
It's the
return
only
to
Phillies
Greenest to
too.
give them some of their jewels back, or are we just keeping that? I can't remember what our deal was with them.
We haven't decided. If we recovered their treasures, we should return them to them.
Although, possibly we could head to Eltruel and then, mail them.
Yeah, that's a service.
That's
right.
something that.
Hey,
we
take
would
this
do.
wagon full of gold and jewels and bring it to this town and don't keep any of it for yourself. And you don't need any guards, don't worry about it.
I suppose that is a dumb idea.
No, I think it's a great idea.
Well, doesn't your background say like you have to...
I have.
I mean, I've only been out of the monastery for a while now, but even I know that you don't send an unprotected caravan full of valuables.
It's just
it'd just be a few things.
Yeah, it'd be a few things. I do know some contacts, possibly in Eltruel, that could, send a caravan towards.
Contacts? What kind of contacts?
I wasn't always a cleric. That's all I gotta say about that.
I just assumed you meant clerical contacts.
At first you had my interest, and now you have my interest.
Yeah, my attention.
So, what do you...
So worry about the gold later? Is that what we're saying? Let's move on to Eltruel.
Yeah,
You have
I agree.
horses in a wagon, so...
Yeah.
Well,
horses
where
in a
is it in
wagon.
relation to us? Like, would we have to double back to
far is it?
Greenest? Or
It's Greenest, you have to go in the same direction. It'd be maybe like a day out of your way. Not...
if Greenest is on the way, then we might as well.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if Eltruel is closer to where we are now, then sure, let's
Yeah.
not waste the time. But if we're going to be traveling basically in that direction anyway.
Yeah, is it sort of on the way?
Maybe they even have some more information for us about where the army was headed.
I'm saying it'll take a day longer for us to. If we stop by Greenest, it'll take us a day longer.
Spare a day. It's going to be like, 3 days getting back there anyway? That's what it took us the last time.
Yeah, about that. And it'd probably take you like another day or two to get up to Eltruel from Greenest.
Although, a day is another day that this army is marched closer to this city, or a day later to
That is a good point as well. Time is of the essence. We can't afford, time-wise, to be giving back the jewels.
Not
Which
to,
we
to
can't
our
afford
own-
to give away money-wise either.
Not to toot our own horn a little too much, but what exactly do you think the five of us is going to change about the fact that an army is there a day earlier?
Excuse me? I, create an image of a, giant slavering beast with, massive tentacles and huge claws. Actually, maybe slightly inspired by the roper from the in the dungeon.
What a fearsome beast!
That's right. I can make it look like one of those is there anytime I want.
Also, armies move slow.
Just,
Possibly
showing
we'll
off.
be able to get there ahead of them and prepare the town.
Why do they move slower?
This is more people?
Yeah, more
Weakest
people.
link?
Logistics.
Yeah, logistics. They have to camp. They have to set camp. They have to tear up camp. They move again.
Let's hightail it to Eltruel and
I vote for greens.
keep going.
What do you say, Tarek?
Yeah.
What'll make the better story?
I don't know what you
That's your call.
Yeah, it's your
So
opinion.
make this. Yeah, that's what we're asking you, I guess.
Let's go the road less traveled. Let's go find some more adventure. Let's go to
Montreal?
Montreal.
What about you, Hawk?
Montreal. Let's go. Yeah, Montreal would make a good
Hakh
story.
think, as standing for a very late Trevor Coleman, Hakh think finances outweigh traveling at this point. Eltruel.
All right.
Yeah.
You're outvoted, Pela.
That Hawk would want to keep that stuff, so.
Yeah, that also makes sense.
So you guys travel up. You hit up the tradeway, and you can see why it's called the tradeway. Pale, you've been on roads before, but this is a road. This is something well paved, and there's lots of traffic on it. It's probably the most people you've seen, even having been inside Greenest. It's the most people you've seen concentrated in one area. How much traffic that goes on this thing is mind-boggling to you.
Taylor gives a low whistle. That's so many people. Where are they all going and coming from?
Well, you see in the world of commerce. You actually, Leosin, you could actually see that what the cultists' idea is that they're hiding in plain sight, that there's so many trade wagons on this thing, so many caravans going back and forth. It'd be hard to pick out an individual in the sea of trade that's happening.
Wait, so you're saying that's their plan for moving their army? Or are you saying that they infiltrate trade caravans so they know where to attack? I'm not sure what your point is.
I'm saying that if someone was hauling like a big caravan of something,
Right.
this is the perfect place to hide it because everyone else is doing the exact same thing.
Oh yeah, even hundreds of people in kobolds?
You don't see hundreds of people in kobolds.
Well, that's what they had with them, though, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
They had that, yes. But you also, when you do the survival roll, the tracking roll, they essentially
Oh,
scattered,
right, they split up, right? Yeah, yeah.
scattered
Okay,
off
yeah,
the,
thank you.
the 5 winds.
Oh, cool.
Because don't
Yeah.
forget, that was mostly a mercenary army.
Right. Oh, yeah, okay, so they split up to basically hide in plain sight to move on their way to Eltruel.
Yeah.
Clever. So good thing we did get moving right away.
You notice that traffic actually flows very well on the tradeway. The tradeway in this southern part of the Sword Coast, I'll actually show you a map. So you're down in this area right here.
Right.
Eltruel is up there along the Great River,
Mm-hmm.
and then that's like the rest of the Forgotten Coast there.
Cool.
and so that's where we were just now.
You were down around Greenest,
Okay, oh yeah,
and
there
you're
was
moving
the-
up to Eltruel up there.
Okay.
Yeah, while we travel, I'll try and chat up some people in other caravans to see if anyone's seen large groups of kobolds or people wearing the robes or Tiamat
Give
stuff
me
that we described.
an investigation roll.
All right.
I don't know if that's still a skill that's used anymore.
Investigation, yeah.
It is a skill.
Oh, awesome.
Totally.
Based on intelligence.
Give me your wits
Oh,
plus
no.
investigation.
I have plus 1 to that now.
I have a +1 to intelligence.
Can I roll charisma since I'm kind of I'm trying to charm people into giving me information?
Yeah, sure, why not?
More Leosin style, anyway. And that would be a 12.
A 12. No, everyone's pretty much keeping to yourselves. You notice that that the caravans are pretty much sectioned off into their own groups. So you could pretty much make almost like a pie chart of this caravan's with these associated people of these caravans, and they don't interact with each other. They seem like a community onto themselves,
Right.
But they don't. They very rarely cross or share information because it's everyone's trying to survive the trip somewhere, and there's bandits and thieves and everything like that. And it's more
Everyone's
than
wary.
Yeah, and it's more than commerce. There are some people who are actually just paid a caravan to travel with them.
Right. I suppose really, like there being 5 of us traveling by ourselves, we probably, we seem woefully underprepared.
Yeah, and it also kind of seems like a lot of people take the attitude of like, oh, the wolves are
right. They would assume we're the bandits.
Yeah. So
would I recognize any of the caravans as corrupt contacts?
Oh yeah, easily. Yeah.
Okay.
Very easily.
I think Vondel would hide his pendant, which is how he channels his energy, underneath his armor, and then
actually,
would probably approach one of those.
Do you know Thieves' Cant at all?
Thieves' Cant?
I think you would, because of your background.
I'm not sure what that is.
I think that comes with the rogue class. I don't know if it comes with the background.
Oh, okay.
Unless you want it.
Yeah, well, it's cool. I like the conflict of Thieves' Cant. Essentially, it's a language and a series of symbols that only thieves and rogues know.
Oh, okay. I don't think it was a part of my background.
Well, we'll toss it in just because it's cool.
Okay.
I
also know Thieves' Cant.
Never read that down.
So on a couple of wagons, you actually notice that a couple of wagons are marked. To anyone else, they just look like rough wear and tear, but to you know they're symbols of Thieves' Cant, like this is a Thieves Guild caravan, this is a Thieves Guild wagon type of stuff.
Okay.
If you know what you're looking for, they stick out like sore thumbs.
Excellent. I think as we're all traveling in the same direction.
Yeah.
All right.
You're traveling west right now towards Eltruel.
So Vondel would begin to chat one up, possibly by sort of saying strange days these are for men of our kind.
You have a subtle wink or a nod with the...
Yeah.
Okay, give me a stealth roll. Or give me a deception roll.
All right, I get a +2 to that. I got 12.
All right. So he looks over and is like, yes, strange days indeed for people of other ways of thinking on this road. Everyone give me a perception check, just like a basic
Are we all together?
No, I'm going to say this is...
this is unrelated.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Oh, nice.
10 or higher, that's all you need.
Got it.
9.
So Leosin and Pela, you actually see Vondel's actually kind of separated off from the group a little bit and seems to be talking to...
How does Vondel know that guy? That seems unlikely.
What could I help you with?
I get Skiz to go invisibly eavesdrop on this conversation.
Oh, shit.
We're about to learn a lot about Vondel's background.
What kind of business you looking for? What kind of trade you practicing right now, Master Cleric?
Well, not always. Cleric, I find that doors open to you when you appear as a man of holiness. I was looking for some vile creatures that had...
Vile creatures? Well, you needn't look no further than me.
Good one. You've seen some of those terrible, monstrous kobolds running around these parts.
Nar. Kobolds usually avoid the trade caravan. They're not strong enough to even come close to picking off even one of the weaker caravans. And during the daytime, they just stay out of the way.
I do suppose that. Have you heard any of the rumblings from Eltruel? I haven't been there in many years.
Eltruel, it's been pretty quiet these past couple of days. Some rumblings about the cult of the dragon, and they've been specifically avoiding Eltruel with all their dealings with undead Dracoleches and stuff like that, and their big ball of protecting lights over top of the city.
Dracoleches are good, no good business for anyone.
Ha! A Dracolich kills the economy in an area. Literally.
That's the worst.
Can't get any good thieving done with a Dracolich around. Unless you have the Dracolich working for you, but that's a finances thing.
It's so hard to get one to work for you.
You're hearing this all, by the way, Leosin.
But does he understand Thieves' Cant?
No, they're talking regular.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I assume so, anyway, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if anything else I can get from this guy. So maybe for now I will thank him for his time, and I'll head back
It's
to
like,
the group.
there's other ways you could think. And you just like hold your hand out, like, clink, clink, clink.
Yeah, I'll pass him 2 golds.
Yeah, sure.
That's the
Wando's kind of cheap.
2 goals a lot,
Presumably put in this like giant sack.
Here you go. I'll make you.
Shink.
I guess.
But
I'll make
gold
a
is
note
still
of
like
that
pretty
later.
valuable,
Yeah,
right?
no, a gold
Gold is
piece
brilliant.
is like a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
2 gold would get you like a sumptuous meal at a fine
I'm
inn.
just laughing because we have like hundreds.
So
each.
much gold.
Yeah, you guys are carrying small fortunes on,
Yeah.
on your persons right
We're
now.
probably actually being incredibly reckless. Walking with only a few of us carrying large quantities of gold. We probably should have hired some bodyguards or something.
I really,
Oh, well.
yeah. Vondel is like really eager to donate some.
We are the bodyguards.
So Vondel rejoins the.
Yeah,
like
group.
you seem kind of sheepishly trying, like subtly, like.
Yeah.
Who's your friend, Mono?
Yeah, friend of yours?
No friend of mine. I was trying to do one of your tricks. Didn't work though.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Aren't you going to show him how it's done, Leosin?
No, I tried earlier and it didn't work out.
Man, guys, I bet you if I bust here, I could make a lot of coin.
You probably could.
There you go.
You'd also have to stop moving, wouldn't you? Or are you going to play
Yeah,
while
we-
we
we
walk?
play-
Might slow our pace a little bit. We have bigger fish to fry.
Well, we also have our wagon though. So
Yeah, that's true. There's also you also knows that there's actually like kind of like pit stops and road stops. along-
Yeah, at
along the way.
like and when we make camp and stuff like that.
Yeah,
We have a wagon?
yeah. You guys pinched the wagon from the cult
And
of the
a horse.
Dragon.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
what we
that's
were
right.
carrying. Got horses and a wagon and everything.
So we look like a traveling caravan.
yeah.
Yeah, well, you're small. You're one wagon, and you're not associated. with
Yeah. We look like a shitty caravan.
We
We look like easy pickings for thieves, frankly.
it. Well, especially like throwing around big sacks of money around. It's like,
Well,
come on.
Maybe this is what I'm saying. We should put all the money in the wagon.
Yeah.
Does it have a cover or something?
Yeah, oh yeah,
Yeah,
totally.
yeah.
Cool. How about we toss some bags of gold in there instead of hanging from our belts?
Hey, what's that sound over there? Ka-chink, ka-chink. Sounds like big bags of money being thrown in the back of a wagon.
no, it doesn't. Big bags of nothing. Nothing to see
All
here.
right, so you guys want to?
Yeah, Pela doesn't know any better. She's sick of carrying this huge bag of gold. This honestly weighs more than she does. Probably.
Yeah.
She's gonna throw hers in the back of the wagon.
1 second, let's do a perception check there. Yep. Okay.
Ah, that's so much better. Unencumbered.
Pela, it's often better to be discreet with one's wealth.
What are you talking about?
Rather than tossing it around.
But now it's out of sight.
Yes, just
People can easily see the huge amounts of money you're both
Discreetly
carrying in your
place it
belts.
at a
She's
sight.
saying this out loud. Pointing
Yeah.
at
Oh
the
no, I'm
belt.
not.
let's live and learn.
I think I'm being far more discreet by not flaunting it like you guys are.
Okay.
So you guys want to keep? You guys want to journey right to Eltruel, or do you want to like role play more on the road, try and squeeze some information, or it's up to you guys.
Yeah, I think we might as well keep going. Unless Tarek wants to try and busk.
You should just play as we walk, man. People
Yeah,
just
I'm
donate
going
you
to-
out of thanks.
I just start pull up my lute, start tuning it a little bit,
All right.
and start playing some
Here's what
more
I'm going to do.
music.
I'm going to say, give me a performance roll.
Okay.
And if you actually give me like a good song to go along with it, I'll give you
All
advantage
right.
on the roll.
Brave Sir Tarek. Bravely ran
No,
away.
tell me what you tell me what you're going to sing first, and then we'll see if you get advantage on it first.
Okay, so
I actually
Tarek
wanna hear the song.
Starts beginning, and he was like, "You're coming out." Starts singing "Highway to Hell."
Highway to Eltruel.
I'm on a
right, give me-
highway to Eltruel.
Give me a performance check. You get advantage on it.
Nice.
All right, can I get someone else's D20?
Oh, yeah, there we go. Thanks.
4 and and a 3. But, I have a really good bonus to performance, so 4 plus 5 is 9.
You actually notice that there's people who are actually very familiar with Eltruel, and they find it offensive that you're comparing
The holy city.
to a place in the underworld. So they seem to be like, check out the half dragon over there. He's,
Could I do a
Tarek, this is not really a lightning mood music. That's pretty heavy.
Hey, Bahamut is all metal all the time.
I meant something a little more like
actually
festive, you know?
factually true.
Oh, illusion, some like flames and smoke coming out of Tarek's loot.
It does not help the reaction. In fact, if anything, it makes a buffer around the
Oh my god, guys. I hope somebody's recording this. I'm just really feeling it right now.
Yeah, we don't. That's not a thing that you can do, but okay.
Bondo, you look like you have something to do.
Yeah, I would like to examine the crowd, looking over to see if I recognize anyone from the earlier camp, or if there's anyone whose reaction seems possibly particularly bizarre.
Yeah, give me a perception check.
Perception check. 12.
The crowd is mostly just not shock and aghast, but more of a what the hell is that thing?
Right,
What is going
okay.
on? It seems that with the flames and the smoke coming off of illusion of flames and smoke coming off of Tarek, it seems the crowd's too fluid in movement
Flashbang.
to actually nail down anything in particular. Everyone's sharing the same expression right now.
Right.
Expression is bewilderment.
And I think I also probably have an expression on my face.
Okay.
So you guys travel along the road for a couple of days, stopping off at road stops or inns or cloisters to just take shelter for the night.
Sweet.
And eventually you hit the city of Eltruel. You actually see Eltruel coming before you actually get into it. There is a giant ball of white light that floats above the city. And you learn from the travelers on the road that it's actually a giant ward against the undead, that the undead cannot come within the borders of the kingdom. They get vaporized instantly by this giant ball of light. And as you get closer to Eltruel, you see why Tarek's song about it is kind of offensive. But it's like a big white gleaming city of order and pride and discipline and not the things Tarek was singing about whatsoever.
I was just really feeling that song, guys. I don't know what everyone's big problem was. I mean, yeah. I think I picked the wrong song for the city, guys.
Faith is no joke, Tarek.
Okay.
Smackdown.
You're just too real for them, man.
Yeah, man. I mean,
We couldn't handle it.
yeah, they don't understand what metal is.
Yeah.
It's just weird. You guys,
You guys get me.
Bahamut gets me.
So as you guys come into the town, you notice that it's quite a bustling burg. Pela, again, you've upgraded the amount of people the number of people.
This
you've
is
seen
even bigger than Greenest!
It's the towers are huge. Everything seems to have an order and a place. The markets are massive. You can see it. Commerce is a big thing to happen here. This is a bustling burg on a.
Kyla's not even trying to hide, like, the open-faced wonder. She is just staring at this huge metropolis in awe.
You thought your monastery temple was beautiful. The religious temples you see in here are just mind-staggeringly. It's white stone, marble, arches and columns, and you just...
Every one of the gods has their own temple larger than my own monastery. We had all of them there.
If you think that's impressive, Pela, check this out.
What?
For those of those at home,
Magic.
Leosin's doing the removable thumb trick.
Wait, I've got pretty good insight.
Just need a tad.
11 for insight.
Yeah.
Hey, you just got your thumb folded back. That's not actual magic.
Okay. And then I do an illusory version. Me pulling my thumb off and blood spurting out.
16 on insight. I can recognize that's an illusion.
That's true. That does beat my DC. Alright, it turns translucent. You got me.
All right, so you guys have some things you can do that you have to do in here. You also notice that there's signs for a great festival of the fall harvest coming up.
Ooh, a festival!
It's going to be tomorrow. There seems to be schedules.
Wait. Isn't there like an impending attack on this city?
They don't know that, apparently.
Festival, lots of...
Well, I think it's clear that...
Maybe we should warn the festival organizers so they don't waste all that time.
Well, they think they're safe because they have this undead ward, but we know that the Cult of the Dragon is not using an undead dragon this time. Maybe that's what they think. Maybe they're looking to surprise the city.
With a live
With
dragon.
a live dragon.
We should definitely warn them.
Yeah.
And maybe we can ask the organizers if they need a bard to perform during their festival.
You're not going to get much recommendation from the merchants who are on the road.
Actually, Tarek, you actually notice on the schedule there is a talent show and an open mic set.
Open mic night.
Tarek begins to smile, really get his huge sheepish grin.
Oh my God, again, Tarek has gone insane. He's mad with rage.
Once again, no one can tell if I'm smiling or being angry.
You actually notice that the schedule is quite full of stuff. There's foot races, archery contest, horseback riding contests, pie eating contests, a play, an arm wrestling contest, a drinking contest, an open mic and a talent show.
Oh. Time for Tarek and the band to get back together.
I will not be in your band.
You're already part of my band.
So it looks like parts of the city are getting set up to throw this giant festival tomorrow.
We should probably get rid of these dragon eggs. Meet up with our monk guys.
I assume they're in the wagon as well.
Yeah, they're in the wagon. Yeah,
And being covered by a tarp.
Well, maybe
let's
city
find what's his name.
yeah.
What was his name?
Right.
The monk guy.
Yeah.
There's two people you had to find in here. There's Leosin Eltruel and Ontharr Frume.
Who the hell are they?
Leosin is the monk, right?
Yeah, and Ontharr was Leosin's contact in Eltruel. He's the
Well, actually, in fact, I have that leather choker embossed with a silver dragon that we got from Leosin.
Yeah.
So maybe we can ask around if anybody knows somebody who's related to this thingy.
Yeah, I guess none of us.
Yeah, did he tell us where we would find him? Once
Yeah, he said
well, we can just go there.
At the a tavern called the Pair of Black Antlers. A Pair of Black Antlers.
Let's go to the pair of black antlers.
Go there.
Yep.
Can we have maybe Hakh guard the caravan while we go inside?
Yeah, that's an idea.
Excellent idea.
Yeah, talk like.
Hakh guard. Hakh, no guarantee people won't die.
Hakh guard.
fine.
Hakh guard the money.
And the dragon.
And
All right, so you head to the Pair of Black Antlers, and you, when you walk into the tavern, you notice that it's kind of a tavern and kind of like a CEO headquarters type of thing. You notice that everything's getting ready for the festival. It looks like people are packing things up to move it to outdoor.
First thing I do is I head over to the barkeep and it's like, you know what could liven this place up? How about bar performing? And all I'm going to charge you is that you give me and my friends some free board, and I'll perform for you every night.
Well, it depends on the quality of the product I'm getting in return.
Hey, you mean you haven't heard of Tarek and the Head Smashers?
I use minor illusion to create the sound of somebody's voice saying, "Tarek and the Head Smashers! Oh my god!" What? Tarek and the Head Smashers are here?
I have never heard of you before.
Oh my god. Well, where have you... Clearly, you are not familiar with the intricacies of metal barding.
I have no idea what that is.
Oh my goodness! Then you have been missing out. It's a new. It's slowly been making the rounds and becoming more and more popular. I'm telling you, you're gonna make twice as much profit with me performing for you.
All right, well let's see a taste of it then.
All right.
So give me a performance.
He starts shoving up. Okay, and he starts playing. Give
me a performance check.
All right. And let's see. 14.
Contested roll, yeah.
There's the sound of thunderous applause. Whether anyone looks around and notices that it's who it's coming from is an entirely different story.
You also notice there's probably not enough people in the tavern to You see him cross his arms like, "You're all right, kid." Dragon thing.
Tarek. And this is my band, the Head Smashers. And I motion back to them. Motion back to
We
them.
all just shake our heads.
You see him go, "All right, well, tell you what. If you come in first place in the open mic contest tomorrow, I'll pay for your room and board.
I like it.
Only first place, though.
Only first place.
Second place doesn't get first class."
You know what second place is? The first loser. I'm going to win this thing.
Is there anything else I can help you out with here?
Yeah, we're looking for
Well,
somebody.
you seem to be a pretty knowledgeable guy, and And I hear, generally speaking, barkeeps tend to know the lay of the land.
Well,
Maybe you could help us find a couple people we're looking for?
Sure. Maybe I know them, maybe I don't. What are the names?
All right. I'm going to let my fellow head smashers take over, and and they're going to, you're going to answer their question. Hopefully, you can help us out, and it can be a mutually beneficial experience.
You see the barkeep cock an eyebrow. Look at you guys like head smashers, huh?
That's not what we're called. But we're looking for somebody who wears a symbol like this.
Kayla holds up the leather choker. His name is Leosin.
I have no
Do your
idea.
eyes like barely go over the
Yeah,
bar?
you just look at a little hand come
No,
up.
just you see the hand come up.
Oh, jeez! There's another person down there.
No, it's just a halfling. It's
Just
just a
the
halfling.
hand, actually.
Wait.
But
Dorthar was the name of the contact, though?
Ontharr Frume, yeah.
Ontharr Frume.
He doesn't recognize the necklace at all, or the choker at all.
Or the name Leosin.
No.
How about Ontharr Frume?
Oh, Ontharr! Yeah, he's down in the basement.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah, just head on down. As you head downstairs, you notice that the tavern goes from tavern into more of like a clerical in like the paper filing sense, office type of deal. And down there you see a tall human, bald with a giant scar over his left eye, big red bushy beard, and a giant silver gauntlet logo emblazoned on his plate. He looks to be laughing, having a good old time as he's like slapping people on the back, like having like chortle laughs and stuff like that.
Leosin immediately just joins in the laughter. Yes!
Oh, no there! How can I help you, my friend? What brings such a jovial elf to my office?
Well met, Mr. Ontharr Frume.
You see him already crack a smile and begin like a courteous, kind of jokingly bow as well. He's not exactly the most agile of people.
Okay. Leosin gives a very elegant and deep bow. Sort of an imitation of a courtly bow, not proper, but an aping of it. I am Leosin Moonshadow, and I am here with my companions at the request of a gentleman named whose name sounds like my own, but just different enough that I often forget it.
Oh, you mean Leosin?
Thank you.
Pela pipes up.
Oh yeah, the stuck-up little monk. What an odd fellow. So you're friends with Leosin. What brings you here for looking for Leosin?
Sorry, but he's dead.
He's not. I saw him a couple of days
Oh,
ago.
okay. Right. Good. But he really was almost dead when we met him.
Oh, I know. Yeah, he looked like hell. Yeah, always getting himself into trouble, that type of stuff.
Yes, well, frankly, we have some...
Well, first of all, welcome to Eltruel. Any compatriots of Leosin are compatriots of mine. You are welcome to stay here the night if you want. Free of room and board, free of drink. I only have one demand. And I do not take this demand very lightly. It's very serious.
Name it, sir.
You all must have a good time!
I like this guy.
Drinks! Drinks! You actually hear him like hold his fist up and drinks just come like
All right.
a waitress with like a tray full of steins comes running down. Pale, these steins are about the size of like half of your body.
Whoa!
Everybody drink!
All right, Pela grabs one with two hands, tries to take a sip from it.
I grab two, and Skiz appears in raven form on the edge of the second glass and starts drinking.
Tara just shotguns the mead back.
Is there like some leaking out between your teeth?
I enjoy this company already. Oh, this is going to be such a good time.
I actually know Chef Wandel drinks. Do like clerics drink?
Oh yeah,
That's
they
what they
totally,
do.
they
Alright,
totally
so-
can.
Alright.
You are a dwarf, sir.
You're still a
I think
dwarf.
you'd be excommunicated if you didn't drink.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
No, that's what makes him more holy. He actually is able to refrain.
Abstain.
Yeah.
Actually, alcoholism isn't so much a problem in the dwarven culture. It's anti-alcoholism. So,
Okay.
like as Scott Kurtz said, like, oh, that's such a bad problem. It caused my uncle to stop drinking.
And like being a cleric doesn't change that.
No.
Okay. All right. I'll.
In fact, I think some of the gods are like, no, celebrate and enjoy life.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Depends on
Yeah.
God, yeah.
I'll pour one down. It's been a long time since I've drank it. I'm gonna say.
I don't think Pale has ever had
Haley, give me a constitution
alcohol,
check.
anything other than like rice wine before.
Oh yeah, this is like a thick hoppy ale.
19.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Yeah, you just...
She
Shake
like
it
okay.
up like a pro.
You just hear her knock back this thing and drain it quicker than her body should seemingly
Yeah.
be able to hold that much liquid.
It's possible there's more liquid in that bot.
She wipes her mouth, looks at everyone, and says, "That was good. We should have more."
More drinks! You see another tray could be brought down. You're definitely convinced that the second pint probably holds more liquid in that stein glass than all of Pela in her body.
Yeah. It's like
Why did you
your
guys
bladder
tell me
times
about this
two.
So, Leosin, Ontharr, how was Leosin when you saw him?
Oh, he looked like a bag of ass. That man and his crusades. And let me tell you, I know something about some crusades. That man takes things a little too seriously.
Underneath the table. Underneath the table.
He looked awful. He's better now. But he looked awful.
How did you come to be acquainted with him?
You know what, gentlemen? This seems like a talky, serious type of thing.
Right.
We've got a festival going on tomorrow.
Festival.
Tell you what, after the festival, we'll have like a formal, proper meeting. But the sun's still out. The bars are just getting ready to get cranking. We got some great times ahead of us. How about we just take the day, enjoy the celebration, and then get to business tomorrow?
Oh, that reminds me. We're concerned that the town will be attacked and destroyed before the festival is over.
Foolishness. Absolute foolishness. Our spies and intelligence say there's nothing coming at us.
Wait, do you run this town? You seem pretty important.
Oh, yes, I do, actually. Yes.
Oh.
Like,
Can I roll insight to see
yeah,
if
yeah.
that's true?
Yeah. I'll have to roll
See if
on
it's
that.
right?
Very easy 110.
Oh, I rolled
Yep.
a 1.
9. I actually have been dulled enough by the beer that I'm not sure.
Oh.
Yeah, I was also distracted by the spear. I believe him.
No, I succeeded.
What does
With Leosin get.
what did Leosin
Oh, I got 14.
Oh, yeah, you
Well,
know,
one
he's fully telling the truth. In
Yeah.
fact, you've probably seen his face carved in some
Yeah.
Oh,
important
okay.
buildings coming
Oh,
up.
yeah.
oh, cool.
Aren't you worried though that they're hiding in the middle of the what's it called
In plain sight.
We know that the cult of the dragon is headed this way with an army of men and kobolds, and that they have a live dragon on their side. Also,
see-
some dragon eggs.
You
Or
see,
used to.
You see him just kind of just give that raised eyebrow, like, oh, kind of like a teenager when his parents are like, you should probably take out the trash. And it's like, okay. Clear the room, leave the drinks.
Wait, so do you have like a title or something we should be calling you by?
Yes. Ontharr Frume. That's all the titles I care about.
Oh, cool.
I'm a paladin of Torm. I'm the head of the order here. I guess that's as close to an official title I get because I have to.
You seem pretty laid back for a ruler of such a huge town.
And for a paladin.
Torm's about having a good time sometimes. You actually know that Torm's about order and justice.
Okay. That's not what Torm is about at all.
Not so. No,
Religion. I'm going to roll religion on that.
I'm no
8.
sage. So.
No, he's like, no, he's totally having a good time.
You know, I remember some stories about
Oh,
Torm
shit, I also did blow on
getting down, I guess.
You just need a 10. You just need a 10.
No, I rolled below that too.
So both of our religious
Okay.
party members are like, yeah, okay, that's totally legit.
Look into Torm a little more.
Yeah, Torm
Seems like a good cat.
Seems like a party god.
Torm seems like a partier to me. Let's do this up. He says, when the last of the clerics, the paper pushing clerics, not actual clerics,
We should call them something else, like scribe.
Yeah, scribe.
Yeah.
Scribe. There
There
we
you
go.
go.
Yeah.
he leaves him. He says, "All right, we know about this cult of the dragon. We know about your little run-in with Leosin and that little cave.
Yes.
Oh, we totally beat up some like real bad guys in there.
Yeah.
They were like
We
pretty
did
hardcore.
We did
Wait,
manage
you know
to
about
decapitate
the
him.
cave?
Oh yes, we know about we've been following the cult of the dragon for a bit. What I can say is, the army's been dispersed. It was 90% mercenaries, anyways. No one there with any action. They're not strong enough yet to actually form any type of serious offense. They've had to change their.
Even with the dragon on their side?
Well, dragons can be bought too.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah.
How much?
Well, probably a dragon hoard's worth of gold.
Oh, yeah.
Something along those lines. But I can assure you, there's no immediate danger right now. So let's just relax. Have a
Maybe
good
you can
time.
tell us about what to do with the dragons we have.
Yeah, did you know what was in the cave?
Hail up!
This is good. Taylor's
She's
like
doubting. She's doubting her second stein.
Give me another Constitution check.
You're getting more drunk.
She's never been.
It's gonna be
hammered
a
before.
15 this time.
I rolled a 6.
Yeah. Nice! Pela, you're getting a little, any time of persuasion or charisma checks, I'll say you have disadvantage on now. You're getting sloppy drunk.
Because we took these eggs of dragons that Leosin got, and he traded something that we don't know what for to somebody we don't know, and got the dragon eggs, and now we brought them here. So you can tell us what to do with them.
Well, things have changed now, I see.
Yeah, we're not sure what to do about those eggs. We brought them here?
Well, I can give you a safe place to store them.
That's good.
On my word as a paladin, they are your eggs. You can do whatever you want with them.
Why can we make an omelet from dragon egg? That would be the biggest omelet ever.
Hell, you don't want an acid egg omelet.
I would prefer you
spicy.
not cook my kin, Pela.
They're not your kid. You're a blue dragon type, and they're a black dragon type. And I don't know a lot about dragons, but I know that blue and black are different.
So she's not going to be the
got you
best.
there.
Good point. I clink glasses with Pela.
Yeah,
Taylor in the fighting contest, frankly.
I'm feeling
Ontharr,
a little dizzy.
I appreciate your offer, but I would like to see
Is that the ceiling or the floor?
Leosin?
about this as well.
I do that too.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, he's not in the city right now.
This one
I gotta
is
roll insight on that.
Yeah.
Leosin. The other one
I got
is
15
Leosin.
plus.
That is
that
hard to
insight?
say.
Yeah.
I got 20.
Here, you might need some
yeah, he's-
water. too.
Bella's like lying on the ground now, going like Leosin, Leosin.
I got this, guys.
Yeah, Onthar's totally lying. Paladins and deception, not exactly their strongest.
I was like, interesting. I guess no one here speaks Dwarvish.
Actually, Onthar goes, I speak Dwarvish.
Damn it.
Does anyone else speak Thieves' Cant?
Yeah, no, not at all.
Learn Elvish, man.
I was like, I find that hard to believe. He told us to meet him here, and he seemed a man of his word to me.
Are you calling me a liar? Paladins do not lie.
That depends on what god they serve.
That's actually true.
Yeah, Torm
I
seems like
remember that.
kind of an easygoing type of god. I'm not sure if that would apply to you.
Gentlemen, all I can say is, you're safe. Leosin's safe. Bring your eggs in here. They will be safe as well. Consider this your home for your stay in Eltruel.
He's so nice. He's trying to help us.
Can I roll insight to see if he believes what he's saying about it being safe?
Yes.
Yeah. That would be a 15.
Oh yeah. He's
Okay.
overly confident. Just you believe that from the structure of the city, it could easily be turned into a fortress in lickety split.
Okay. Are there any experts that we might consult about what to do with our eggs?
To be quite honest, I'm probably your best one.
Oh,
Wait, do you
Well, what
have
should we
any
do?
Wizards? Wizards know all kinds of things.
Yeah,
You know
wizards
what?
know things.
I am gonna cast a thing.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Casting the thing.
I'm casting Zone of Truth.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, because the room is now cleared, it's just
Yeah.
this man. All right, let's make sure that we're on the guard here. So I'm going to create a magical zone that guards against deception in a 15-foot radius centered on a point of my choice, which is this dude until the spell ends. A creature that enters this spell's area for the first time, or on a turn that starts its, or on a turn, that must make a charisma saving throw. On a failed save, a creature can't speak a deliberate lie while in the radius.
What's your DC is the saving throw? I believe it should.
Yeah, charisma saving throw, so it'd be like 10 plus my wisdom modifier.
Oh, nice. I rolled a 20.
It's
I
your
can lie.
It's your saving throw.
I think it's 13. It was 13 on my other stuff.
Okay,
Oh, yeah.
That's every turn.
Is that right?
yeah.
Yeah.
He tanked that one.
Perfect.
Oh, no.
I got 11.
Oh. Okay, 1 second.
So,
You cannot lie.
so I'm gonna say, tell me where the
Well, it's on. How do you cast the spell? Like, is it obvious you're doing it right in front of him?
Yeah.
Like, so your
Yeah.
holy symbol glows.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
but
herbal and somatic components, so
Yeah,
you're
so
waving
the-
your arms
yeah,
and
yeah.
saying
So-
words.
So you see Ontharr go, just give that exasperated. It's like, you people do not trust paladins very much, do you? If you can't trust a paladin, then who can you trust?
Cleric of Palor.
Yeah, fair point. It's like, all right. Well, there's ways around this. Just fair warning. You'll probably become very frustrated. We have more drinks coming down if you need it.
That didn't answer his question.
Ask away. Ask your questions.
Tell me where Leosin is.
I refuse to answer that question.
Why do you refuse to answer that question? Why won't you tell us where he is?
For his safety, for the safety of the investigation we're conducting.
You said he was safe.
Yes.
But
Wait, what
then
kind
why-
of investigation? What are you investigating?
We're investigating the cult of the dragon.
You think Leosin is in the cult?
No. But the things he does is exceptionally dangerous.
Yes, we can tell by
Oh,
the
that's
fact that he
because
was
he's
beaten
not
up.
very smart.
Are you in the
We
cult of
do
the dragon?
dangerous things all the time, too, and we're pretty dumb.
No, he's probably one of the wisest and smartest people I know. He's quite a capable spy. Well, yes, he's a spy.
Yeah,
but
he's
my
a spy for them.
Yeah.
Are you in the cult of the dragon?
No.
Good to know.
I believe Vondel, I believe him.
Where exactly would you store
Thanks,
these eggs that we may or may not give to you?
Down in here is one of the safest places to be.
Oh. Do you have any interest in the dragon eggs at all?
Well, I don't know what type of dragon eggs you have. It would depend on...
They're black dragon eggs.
I would be interested in them, but still of legal claim, they still belong to you. I would make no attempts to try and take them from you. Unless of course, you threaten the well-being of the city or people.
I don't really want them. I don't know what these guys are doing.
Friends, we are being discourteous by interrogating our host. He's been perfectly upfront with us, and I think that we should take him at his word and take advantage of his generous hospitality.
Yeah. You can make it up to me, however. Participate in the festival tomorrow. Have some fun. Have some good times. We're all safe here. We're all friends.
Very well.
Even friends who cast his own truth on other people. He kind of like stares down.
I look right back at him. It's like
I gotta figure out my set
seem
list
like
for
no
tomorrow's
paladins
open mic,
to
guys.
me.
Whoa!
Master Dwarf, then tomorrow I challenge you either to the contest of the drinking or to the contest of wrestling of arms. May the better man win.
Oh! You got stabbed, son!
Even Skiz is like,
Are you gonna take that shit, Vondel?
Oh, I'll challenge.
I hope you got
him.
fire resistance because you just got burned.
also to cast protection from elements.
I do have really good constitution.
Okay. Save versus.
Pella drops her now empty second stein and does a drunken cartwheel up the steps. Puts her hand around Anthar's leg, I guess, because that's as high as she could. How big is this guy?
Oh, he's almost as tall as Terry.
Yeah, okay.
So,
She throws an arm right around his leg, and she's like, "I like you. Do you have any food?"
We have food. Have you ever had roasted boar glazed in honey.
No, that sounds amazing.
Have 5!
I don't think I can eat 5.
You're going to eat 5. Let's get some roasted boar. He motions for everyone to go upstairs. And for most of the night, Ontharr tells stories about his early days as a paladin fighting the undead, which seem more comical. It seems to have a hint of seriousness to it, but it always seems like a comical adventure. Tarek, you're inspired by the way this guy tells the story.
Of course
He's
I
like,
am.
he has no illusions, he has no bardic telling skills, but he has the entire crowd entranced in his stories about how they're fighting a giant flesh golem. And
Every now and again, like as he pauses between his storytelling, I just throw in like a musical lute flare.
nice. He tells a story about how he was fighting a giant flesh golem that was sundering his allies left, right, and center, where he decided that his axes and blades were no good, so he pulled out a dagger and then unstitched the belly of the beast, crawled inside, and then using the flesh golem as a giant flesh puppet against the other undead. and
That's amazing!
And the horrible stink that followed him for days afterwards.
I roll insight.
Good thing you didn't cast Zone of Truth up here, buddy.
What'd you get on your insight?
I got 24.
The story is true.
Whoa!
I thought they smelled bad on the outside.
They smell even worse when you haven't showered for 3 days. Hulk bar just erupts in.
Pale is like laughing louder than anybody. This guy!
Even after
This guy!
all the laughter stops, Pale is like laughing for like another 5 minutes uncomfortably. She's like, okay. She's probably had too much.
Oh, cute little halfling. Can't hold her liquor.
She's gonna keep drinking unless
Alright,
somebody stops her.
Give me disadvantage on the Constitution check. You're
I'm
at
chaotic, man. You're on your own.
You're at a 20 now for the DC.
Okay, I got a 14 and an 8, so with the 14, that's a 16 total.
You finish your laugh and then just fall off your bar stool flat on your face. Out cold.
Halfling down!
Halfling down!
Halfling down!
Do we got a cleric with Wake the Dead? It was a shot at you.
Bundle is like grumpy and like sipping very slowly at the beer. He does not like this. And I'm gonna say like he's maybe looking around the bar to see if there's anyone who seems less enthralled with what's going on.
It's a jovial party.
Everyone's all
Tarek
there.
picks up Pela and starts like just walking upstairs to the rooms to put her down.
Like a marionette type of style? Or?
No, just like over the shoulder.
It's like a sack of potatoes.
Just over the
Well, he
shoulder.
has everyone's attention. I'll start kind of subtly moving our stuff into the like secure basement.
Yeah. Done. Actually, he offers you the help of his clerics and paladins to move anything you...
I respectfully decline.
Okay.
I think it's all liftable, right? The point I'm trying to like do it so that as few people notice it as possible.
Right.
I'm gonna tell Lucia. I think this is a terrible idea. This man has just tried to deceive us from the moment we got here, putting our dragon eggs here.
Yes, but he's
terrible.
tried to deceive us poorly. That's the best part. You can always trust a bad liar.
I don't trust this place is safe.
So the
Well,
sun,
it's safer than our wagon. I would suggest.
so the sun rises and the rain. Hangovers happen. There's a big, hearty,
Why is my head...
various exotic eggs and cheeses and meats.
Does he stay there, like for the evening, or does he eventually?
That's where he
excuse himself.
That's that's where he hangs his hat.
Right.
Hangs his helm, as it were.
Right.
Did we stay up? Were we in theory all night at this bar? Or?
He gave you rooms at the inn.
Okay, so I get my spell slot back.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So you wake up and like it's a beautiful smell. Pela as a halfling who by nature appreciates fine cuisines, this smells like you could probably have second breakfasts, third breakfasts, and fourth breakfast here.
But my head, it hurts so much. What happened?
Anyone else in the room who was there in the night?
Haley, you made a rotten fool of yourself.
Well, it went a little something like this, and Tarek pulls out the lute and starts playing. Little Pela couldn't hold her liquor. Little Pela
Couldn't hold her tongue.
Got a little sicker.
got a little sick. Little Pela had to be carried up to bed.
I created an illusory drunken dancing Pela falling down.
Little Pela. Little pig.
These you know that Tarek's actually a very good musician, but these chords are just hammering away.
Stop playing the music. It's like daggers in my brain.
It's like someone was using your spine as a guitar chord and just plucking it, and you just feel the vibrations in your body.
How do I make this stop?
Drink more and eat.
You actually see Ontharr come down. It's like, actually, we have a cure for that. It's called Hair of the Dog.
What?
Drinks!
I've never heard of using hair of a dog as a magical. Oh!
You see another giant stein be placed down in front of you. It'll cure your hangover, guaranteed.
Is it full of water?
It's a type of water.
Okay, that was
It's the exact same ale. Alright,
She sips gingerly this time instead of. I think I understand now the imbalance inherent in alcohol. There is a price to be paid after the fun is had.
very
She will dig into the food.
Unless you know how to make the good times just keep on going.
Yeah, the food again. It's there's
cocaine.
pale to your tongue, even your hungover, dried out tongue. The cheeses are succulent. The fruits are sweet.
All right.
The various meats that have been baked and
Oh
braised.
man, I'm starting to feel like a halfling again. This is good.
You actually notice that by the time most of you have just dug into your first plate, Pale is already on her second plate. She is packing it away.
You should try some. This shit's really good.
Yeah, I'll eat.
Food's delicious. Ontharr says, so, on the schedule and docket, you guys can do whatever you want, but just so you know, at 9 a.m. there is a foot race around the city.
Ooh.
Ooh.
There's an archery contest and a horseback riding contest. If anyone wants to partake in any of these adventures, just let me know.
Fast.
Can I sign up for the foot race and the archery contest?
They happen at the same time, so you have to choose one.
Can I run
Sign up for the
into
foot
the
race.
archery contest?
Really?
Got a scheme.
Oh, okay.
I imagine that would be a little dangerous to run into the archery contest.
Oh no.
I would advise you that at 11 a.m. there is a pie eating contest.
No, I think I'm full after this. Excellent breakfast. Compliments to the chef.
Tarek, the Bard of Destiny, winner of the foot race. I like the sound of that.
Yes.
I'm gonna sign up!
Tarek, no offense, but there's no way you could possibly outrun me.
Take Tarek aside and like, okay, partway through the race, you kind of disappear into the crowd, and you will reappear at the finish line. Trust me.
Well, they say, Bahamut the Metal God says, if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. So, let's do it!
When has he ever said that?
In his classic metal riff, cheating hard.
Give me a stealth check.
Right.
Me too?
Yeah. Well, specifically Tarek and Leosin.
Okay.
23.
23 as well.
Yeah!
In front of the paladin who is signing you up, you discreetly keep that quiet amongst yourselves.
I didn't say I'd take him aside.
Yeah.
Fondel's not interested in these games, and we'll head out to the streets to
No
maybe
business.
find some content.
Man, Vonda, why you gotta be such a bitch?
Whoa.
Yikes.
Have a little fun, man.
He like stands like toe to toe with this dragon that is much taller than he is.
Like total
and,
waste.
It's like, have you forgotten why we have come here? This is not for fun and games. This is life and death. And I don't know. Can we roll an intimidation?
Yeah.
Yeah, do it.
Next versus your
Versus my...
just do a charisma save or a will save.
A will save?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
Wisdom? Oh, that's not going to go well.
okay, compare the numbers.
I got 12. I am not very intimidating.
Apparently
Better
intimidating
than average.
Yeah, I only rolled a 9. So.
I rolled a 1,
and you've got a minus
and
one.
I got a -1. So, 0.
You actually, everyone in the tavern, just that Ronald's kind of the buzzkill today.
It was.
The tone just gets brought down.
Wow.
a notch.
Totally just stared down Tarek.
And
Like,
Tarek, you see,
completely
kind of
crumbles.
cameras back. It's like, oh shit! Like just remembering like all that crap you went through versus Cyan Wrath
Yeah.
and Full Ram Mondra. You're like, oh
Our
yeah.
friend Hakh here died on the hands of these men.
Yeah, well,
He got better.
Oh no, you're being cowed.
This is a critical fail. You're
Yeah.
completely crumbled.
Yeah, you're being cowed by
totally
by this dwarf.
contrite.
All right, Vondel. I'll try and take things a little bit more seriously.
I'm gonna leave and try to maybe find some of my criminal contacts or where this guy is, the
monk?
Leosin.
Take things seriously while I go interact with these shady characters.
Yeah.
He's doing Batman justice.
I thought I might get Skiz to kind of try and subtly root through the documents in their kind of work area, looking for something noting Leosin or Cult of the Dragon. Really,
He can tell you right away that the main office downstairs is empty and everything's locked up because everyone's participating in the festival today.
it's locked up. Do
the
I know where it's locked up?
Like the desks are locked up and like files are locked up and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
So you'd need some type of thievery to.
Vondel's already left it.
Oh yeah, all right,
You can track him down. There'll be a foot racing.
yeah.
Pale's going to go to the
Yeah,
archery
after the
contest
race.
then.
Okay.
Or sign up for the archery contest.
You're gonna do the foot race. You could race against Tarek.
No, I saw you guys go off to the Pale was like, they're obviously got something planned. I'm not going to be a part of it. Switching to archery.
All right. So 9 a.m. the foot race starts. We'll do the foot race first.
All right.
And you see it's actually Ontharr who's like orchestrating the foot race. Essentially, Eltruel is a giant circular city, so it's just
Doing a lap of the walls.
doing a lap along the top of the wall. And it's a big city, so it's going to take you
Oh, perfect.
3 hours.
Oh, man.
Will it?
Yeah. And he welcomes all the contestants, and there's quite a few. Shoulder to shoulder, Tarek, you stick out like a sore thumb. You see some.
Wait,
It's
if
like-
you're planning on cheating, you should probably decide what spells you have prepared today.
Oh, I
Yeah.
don't need to prepare.
Yeah,
for
it
this
doesn't.
part.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
It does.
So you see Ontharr just come up and clasps his hand together again. He's in his full ceremonial plate. Like he looks like he's for an official.
Wow, shiny.
It's like, welcome contestants for the great run around our beloved city. Are all the participants ready? You hear like a big yeah.
How many
remember-
runners are there?
You'd probably
As soon
guess
as you
about
can,
100.
Wow.
try and disappear, and then you will win the race. Trust me. Leosin goes to wait at the finish line.
The finish line is actually the start line.
Oh, okay, well, he waits there.
He walks up, turns around, and walks right back.
Yeah, I found the finish line. So, all right, everybody, good luck, play fair, and have fun! Ha ha ha! And you hear everyone cheat. It's like, all right, on your marks, get set, go! And you just see the stampede going forward. So for this, I'm going to get you to do dexterity and constitution checks.
Oh, sweet.
So it's not going to be like your run speed. It's going to be like how you navigate through the crowd. So
Okay.
you first give me a dexterity check, difficulty 10.
Okay. Oh,
And it's just like
my dexterity check is already 6. I use these ones, right? For those.
no, just like your straight up dexterity numbers.
Yeah, the number under your
It's not a
dexterity.
save.
Plus 4?
Yeah.
Okay. Did not roll well.
It's a 10.
6.
All right, so you see Tarek looks like he's maybe having
Flagging.
some second thoughts about cheating as like 3/4 of the race moves ahead, and he was starting at the start of the start line, and you're like, Tarek, you got to run now. Like, oh, okay. As he goes trucking forward.
He's
All
going
right.
to be fine.
Not yet. I'll give you a check later. Pele, you sign up for the archery contest. You notice this is an elf-heavy event. Very,
Right.
Of course.
very, very elegant. Very. You notice that there's one dwarf there with actually like a shotgun rifle type of thing. They just tell him to go home.
Sir, that's not appropriate.
Maybe next time, Bianca.
They have accommodations for people of extreme size and people of diminutive size. They actually have a little pedestal you can stand up on and shoot at targets.
Cool. Pela leaps up onto a pedestal, and she yells out to everyone assembled, archers and all contestants, I am not as nearly as skilled as you all, but I would like to offer a secondary challenge for you to prove yourselves today. I'm sure you're all very accurate, and you're going to outdo each other in feats of sheer precision, but I am willing to bet a large amount of gold, we'll say 100 gold, that none of you here can strike me with an arrow.
You see everyone go like, ooh. And you hear one go like, isn't that the halfling you passed it at the bar yesterday?
She's still drunk.
I saw her drinking this morning.
Yeah, isn't she part of Tarek and the Head Smashers?
No one says that. You see the person running the con is like, well, she signs a waiver, and we do have a raise dead spell handy. So you see a couple of high elves.
100 gold could pay for that.
You see a couple of high elves and humans stand up, but the high elves seem to be dressed in ornate robes and ceremonial robes, and one human just seems to be dressed in scraggly leathers. Looks like he spent his entire life in the wilderness. He just came in for this one event. So he says, they say, all right, we will put a block of cheese above her head. And if you can, just for safety's sakes, if you can pierce the cheese with an arrow, then how much gold are you willing to, or what's the wager you're willing to lay down?
I'm wagering 100 gold that none of you here will be able to strike me with an arrow.
You see a lot of the high elves go, 100 gold. That's hardly worth shooting at a halfling for.
Then you should be able to pull off the you should be able to strike me then and claim the pittance.
You see one elf pull out what looks to be an obsidian arrow made of black lava glass. He says, "My dear halfling, these are worth more than 100 gold. It would not be worth the shot."
Whoa. Don't use those arrows? Why would you need something so elaborate for such a lowly task?
Because it's a sign of class and stature to use these arrows. It's for showing off, my good dear. I don't need to show off to a halfling with cheese on her head.
Then you don't have to participate, sir. I'm sure there are others here who are willing to prove their skill rather than just talk about it.
It says, fine. I'll do so with regular arrows, and I'll do it blindfolded.
Very well.
So you hear
Is
like
he looking to go first?
No, he's gonna suss out the competition. But you see the crowd go like ooh as the staff or the event coordinators get you to fill out a release form.
Oh, yeah. Big old X.
And they give you a big block of stinky cheese. And they put you over in front of the target. They give you a little stool to stand on, so your head actually meets the bullseye. Like, all right. Contestant number 1.
Pela places the cheese and balances it delicately on her head, puts her hands together and folds them within her robes, and simply stares up at the first archer.
You see a half-elf come up. He's kind of like, dude, I kind of don't want to do this, but 100 gold's going to be really good. He unleashes with an 18.
All right, so I'm using deflect missiles.
Okay.
So that does hit my armor class.
Yeah.
But now I can reduce the damage by a d10 plus 9.
Okay.
So I guess figure out what the damage is.
5.
17.
Whoa.
So as the arrow streaks towards her, Hela's hands flash. One hand flashes out from her robes and catches the arrow in mid-flight just before her face. She takes it, plants it in the ground before her. First one failed. Who's next?
You hear the kind of going, ooh. You see the high elf look at you. It's like looks at this obsidian arrow, looks at you. It's like, I think I better use these. The scraggly human comes up to you, or comes up to knock an arrow. You see him takes his time. He actually pulls some sand off the ground, like checks the wind, drops a feather just to make sure everything's right. Actually licks his finger and like slices it, like leads along the.
How many ways do you need to check the wind, buddy?
No, he's slicking down one of the feathers.
Oh, nice.
Putting a spin on it.
Oh, yeah.
Oop, that is a 14.
That does not hit my armor class, so Pela simply lifts a hand and deflects the arrow with her wrist, so it whizzes harmlessly past the edge of the cheese and thunks into the target behind her.
Ooh. You see a wood elf show up. You notice that his bow looks like it was literally pulled from a tree. It looks very ornate and very fancy-like. He knocks one up, he's not even aiming. He's just like he's not doing the same thing the human did before. He's just going off of natural guts. And whoa, he got himself a 23.
Whoa! Okay, so that definitely hits. So what's the damage?
It will be 5.
Reduces damage by 18. So he zeroes in. He manages through, I guess, the elven form of Zen archery. Just takes in a breath, finds his target, becomes one with it, and lets go. Pela simply leans back, dropping her frame even lower, and so the cheese slides from the top of her head onto her face and lowers it just below as it whizzes and grazes just above the cheese block.
It's a perfect bullseye.
Hitting the target directly behind her.
Yeah, he's going to do that. He gets a 25.
On
Taking a second shot.
He took a
second shot, all right.
But not at you. You actually see him Robin Hood the other arrow.
Whoa!
And then he salutes you like with his bow, like, job well done.
Pilla's like, wow, it was pretty close, actually. It was pretty good. Any other takers?
You see, like, the high elf with the robes come up. You see, like, he looks like this is beneath him, but his stature has been challenged. He pulls out the obsidian arrow.
Ooh.
You see him, he takes out, like, a sash from underneath his robe and blindfolds himself. Whoa! What was that?
That was me breaking your coffee table. Sorry.
That's all right. Oh, no.
Sorry.
Get it later.
Yeah. Sorry.
All right. So he pulls out a red satin sash and ties it around his head. You hear a couple snickers and crude comments made about the too fancy elf for the competition. As he pulls out the obsidian bow, or the obsidian arrow, you notice that this bow is probably magicked up to the nines. It has pretty much everything on it. It looks like this guy's been doing so well because he's looking away, knocks back the arrow.
Bailey gets a little nervous about this one.
What's he gonna do? What's he gonna do? That is a 19.
That hits.
Ooh.
All right, what's the damage?
Let's find out.
no.
I've been rolling low on damage, so we'll find out. Oh, that's a 16.
18. Roll another 9.
Nice.
All right, so as this arrow comes streaking towards Pela with all the grace and magically enhanced flight he can muster, she actually turns her back and spins a leg up, kicking the arrow in half and breaking it in mid-flight.
Nice.
You hear
Shattering the obsidian?
Shattering the obsidian arrow.
you hear a cheer erupt from the crowd, and you can tell he doesn't even take his blindfold off. He knows he's failed, and then just walks off. You see the event planner come up to you. He's like, well, we cannot give you first prize for the archery competition because technically you did not participate. But we would like to give you this honorary prize of 500 gold pieces.
Whoa!
For your excellent...
That's the honorary prize?
I was offering small potatoes.
Thank you so much for that wonderful show, and thank you for not getting killed.
No worries, no worries.
Everyone's
Enjoy the rest of the contest, everyone. Thank you.
You hear you get a very polite standing ovation as you walk off the archery range.
Cool.
Tarek, give me a Constitution check followed by a Dexterity check.
Okay, Constitution.
Constitution is a 10.
Alrighty, Constitution. Oh, I rolled a natural 20.
Sweet.
Nice. 24.
Not even feeling it. Not even feeling it.
Dexterity. Ooh, just. I rolled an 8, so 12.
That, unfortunately, is not enough to get you you've pretty much kept pace of where you are. You're not
Yeah.
tuckering out at all,
Yeah.
but you're pretty much back in the lesser third of the, of the pack.
But people can still see me, huh?
Yeah,
Okay.
oh yeah. You kind of dwarf over everyone around you.
Yeah. Okay. I'm kind of thinking taking the next roll.
Vondo,
Yeah.
what do you want to do?
I would like to either see if my contact Slade is in town.
Mm-hmm. He actually is for the festival.
Well, there we go. I find Slade, and I ask him, greet him, exchange some pleasantries, and say, what do you know about smuggling into Eltruel?
It's really easy if you know the system. If paladins always take the truth, then It's super easy. There's a couple things you just kind of avoid, like necromancy things, undead things that promote unlife. You avoid that type of stuff. It's know your target consumer. But it's really kind of easy.
You were saying before with the paladin. Could you elaborate on that?
Oh well, paladins always have to. If they always know that they're going to tell the truth, then if you know where they're going to be, you can just walk around that really easily.
Have you found that? Oh goddamn! Ontharr. What are the rumors of him on the street?
Jovial, good guy, good drinking buddy. Had a couple of drinks with him. He always picks up the tab for everybody, which is really good of him. But don't get in no fight with him. He's earned his way to where he is for a reason. He is a tough individual and a fierce protector of this city. He lets a lot of things go, and there's a very definite line that if you cross with him, he will not forget that. But he's usually pretty good about keeping commerce flowing. He's one of those guys who understands that not all commerce is legal commerce, and some of it has to flow in as well.
Do you know anyone he's in business with? In our line of work.
It's not. That's kind of a vague area. It's business like he lets us operate without coming down on us. Again, we have like some restrictions on us. Like if we just don't bring in certain items, we're fine. Other than that, he just kind of looks the other way and keeps the status quo of the city flowing.
If there was a place he was going to hide someone, where would that be?
Hide someone or something?
Both.
It would be in his office. Like that inn is more than an inn. That thing below the city, that's a goddamn fortress. Is that what that thing is? Why are you asking all these questions? But people usually trust Ontharr. You don't seem too trusting of this man.
Because you are good. Because you are a longtime friend of my Slade, I believe that Ontharr is allowing an ambush of the city to take place.
He points and just little laughs in your face, like unless someone's managed to illusion Ontharr in some type of magical way. No.
That would be impossible.
There's no way Ontharr would do that. That's ridiculous. Ontharr cares more about this place than anything else in the world. Trust me, if there was something coming here, Ontharr would squash that thing before it even had an idea of trying to do it.
I wish I had detect magic now.
You can give me an insight roll.
All right. 6 plus insight. Plus 5. So 11.
Oh yeah, you got overtime. He's telling you the truth.
Oh yeah. No, I meant to detect magic on Ontharr to see if it's actually being magically manipulated.
Oh yeah.
Which I thought about taking, but I didn't.
Well, you know from clerics, like from your order, that like clerics and paladins, it's really difficult to mess with their mind.
Yeah.
It's difficult. Not impossible, but exceptionally difficult.
One final question. Thanks so much, Slade. Has there been any of these caravans around that seem out of place?
Oh yeah. Well, there's rumors that there's a big score moving along the tradeway that it's quite large, like 12 to 13 caravans. Large. No one can really get like a pinpoint on it, but it seems related to your dragon cultist guys. It seems those guys are moving a big sum of money. Like, that's a lot of deuce.
That thieves can't, a lot of deuce.
A lot of deuce.
I'm gonna drop a deuce on this deal.
All right.
That's like a 3 deuce
Thieves
deal.
can't is really just poop metaphors. all the way down.
Thieves can't is mostly poop jokes.
No one understands it except for people who are in on the joke.
All right. I think that's
No, he says, like that stuff around Rena's, like that stuff's it's almost all but disappeared now. It's right now it talks about this big score moving along the tradeway.
Mm.
They seem to be well hidden because Man, I'd love to get me a piece of that.
All right.
Get my hands in that deuce all the way up to the elbows. You know what I mean? And get some fiber in there.
Bondal begrudgingly smiles and then thanks Slade and tosses him some gold.
Nice.
Let's say 10 pieces of gold.
Yeah. He nods and smiles. Tarek, Constitution check.
All right.
This is going to be a 15 now.
Okay. 16 plus 4 is 20.
Doesn't even affect you. Give me a dexterity check. If you want to tank it on purpose, you can absolutely do that.
Yeah, you know what? Tarek is kind of taking a bit of a pride hit here, being in the back third. So he just begins to feign. Starts, little bit electrical sparks coming out. He's just really trying to sell it. So, do you want me to roll I don't know?
Deception.
Deception?
Yeah.
Okay. Deception.
Because you passed your Constitution check, but you have to make it look like you're not.
Okay. Oh, okay. My deception's good. 5 plus 4 is 9.
Uh-oh.
You're not selling this thing at all. Why is that?
That guy looks fine. What's he driving?
He's not
All
even
right.
sweaty. Did he pull a muscle or something? I don't understand what's going on.
Tarek, noticing that he's not really selling it too well, just by looking around, decides to all right, just put a little bit more effort into it and see what he can do.
Get a dexterity check.
Another 16 plus 4 is 20.
You actually, when you realize that people aren't selling it, you just start pushing people out of the way as you begin to march up. You're about in the first quarter of the pack now as you go running forward.
Okay.
That Dragor just faked like he was going to drop back and then surged to the front.
You're trying to rope-a-dope? That does't work in races.
Leosin, you're at the finish line, and they're sending in live updates that they get certain checkpoints.
Right.
Dragonborn, still in last pack of the pack. Looks like he's slowing down. No, going. Now he's surging up forward. What is this guy doing?
Derek.
All right. There is a piety contest open now if anyone wants part of that.
You know what? Sounds like Tarek's blowing this plan. So I'm gonna fuck off with it and go eat some pie.
Wait! I should roll a perception to see if I actually see him leave.
You're nowhere near.
Okay.
You're
Yeah,
nowhere
okay.
near the side of the city.
Okay. Oh man, this could work out hilarious.
He's got time. He can probably get back. It's a 3-hour race.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true, yeah. Let's get back and finish the race for Derek.
He's got just pie down his front.
I would illusion that away.
So you want to enter the pie eating contest?
Sure.
All right. So it is a very. It's got 3 ranks to it. It's essentially like an elimination style. You survive the first round, you go on the second round. Survive the second round, you go on the third round.
Right on.
So the first round is various local berries like strawberries, blueberry, gooseberry pie.
Berries.
So what I'm going to do is you're going to give me a Constitution check, and you're going to give me 5. Here's what we're going to do. You're going to give me 5 Constitution checks in 30 seconds. So once I start the clock, you have to roll and tell me your score, and tell me what you get in total.
Can I use sleight of hand at some point to make it look like I'm eating the pie, but I'm really shoving it down my shirt or something?
Yeah. All right. So what I'll have you do.
Such horrible cheaters.
So the way that's going to work, it's going to start.
Charlatan.
The difficulty checks are going to go from 5 to 10 to 15 to 20.
Okay.
Every other check I'll say for you, instead of doing a Constitution check, I'll do a sleight of hand check for you.
Okay, great.
So when I say,
I'll do the timer.
Okay. So on your marks, get set, go.
Okay, Constitution 19.
Yep.
Sleight of hand 25.
Yep.
Constitution 6.
Yep.
Sleight of hand 23.
Yep.
Constitution 19.
Yeah.
That's 5, right?
Yeah.
That's it? Yeah.
So you did fairly well in the first round. You didn't come in first, but you finished in the top 20.
Yeah, pie's delicious.
So now you're moving on to the second round. You notice that the pies come out; they smell and look different. It seems that these are more exotic berries and fruits that they're using for the pies. Something known as the spice fruit, the fire fruit, the slime fruit.
Oh god.
So your DC checks are now going to start at 10.
Ooh, okay.
If you still want to do the same thing with the sleight of hand.
Yeah.
All right. So again, same 30 seconds and 5 checks. And now Mark, get set, go.
Constitution,
Yeah.
17.
Yep.
Sleight of hand, 14.
Yep.
Constitution, 9. Sleight of hand, 18.
All right. The judge, you don't finish first again, and the judge comes up to you and says, "Excuse me, sir. Can I check the inside of your shirt there, please?"
Of course, sir. But you don't really need to. Obviously, you could look at my shirt. You could look at anyone's shirt. But the important thing is, and I'm casting friends behind my back as I do this. Well, the important thing is
semantic.
it gives me an advantage on the check. It's not verbal; it's just somatic.
Okay, great.
And
So,
material. So I'm just kind of twiddling my wand behind.
So give me
my back.
a stealth check just to.
Okay. Can I do sleight of hand? I guess it's actually the same, but it seems like a sleight of hand roll to do somatic surreptitiously.
I think I think
only a 9.
Sir, are you using magic to try and?
Of course not. And indeed, I still have advantage on roll on the deception.
Because I see your hands
I
moving
did
around, and I see some magical effects going off. And
No. That's just what I do when I eat. I'm counting the number of pies that
I think you're lying to me, sir.
That would be it's a shitty rolls anyway. That would be a 14 deception.
Yeah, he's not buying your shit. Sir, can you just please?
Well, this is preposterous. I'm leaving if I'm going to be the target. Leosin stands up, bunch of uneaten pies, pour it
The slime pie just kind of like drips down his head.
I'm leaving while I still have my dignity, sir. Drums away.
I'll give you inspiration for that.
What does Skiz say about this display?
Skiz is probably like, you should have done a lot better in that one.
I know, right? How do these people eat so much pie? I was even cheating.
Tarek.
All right.
Time for you looks like you're coming like the last third of the race, so it's your second last roll check, so give me a constitution check.
Okay.
This one's going to be a 20.
Oh, jeez. All right. No good. 14.
Yeah, you start to fall off pace.
Okay.
You actually feel a little bit exhausted now as you have one level of exhaustion.
All right.
You're going to have disadvantage on your rolls now.
Okay.
So give me another dexterity check.
Alrighty.
Are you trying to tank on purpose, or are you still sticking? Like, I guess
If I tank, will I be out of sight of everyone?
you'll be behind the pack. You're at the top corner of the pack, so you'll probably be at the back corner of the pack if you tank.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna tank it.
Okay.
Tank it, and try to drop back into the back. And you know what? I'm gonna. I don't want to tell. I want this to be a really good story of how I overcame adversity.
Yeah.
And won this race. So, but the details don't have to be exact.
Gotcha.
So I decide to tank it back, and I'm gonna roll some stealth to try and like sneak into the crowd.
Still at disadvantage for
Disadvantage. All right. Yeah, that's fair. That's totally fair.
He's like, I actually have been running for a while.
Okay. Oh Jesus. Fuck. I rolled double ones. so 6.
So you try and go off the crowd. It's like, are you trying to leave the race? Like, what are you trying to do here?
I try and like, oh my god.
Do you need some water? Are you okay? Like, do we need?
And I just yell underneath my breath. Damn it! And start running back into the race.
Okay, you are now far behind. You're coming in dead last.
Okay.
All right.
You just like stop in the crowd, and the crowd people are like, "Aren't you running?"
Haley, give me a perception check.
Look at me.
I'm not even here. Perception. I rolled a 5.
What's that in total? 5.
That's 5.
Okay. You can't see what's going on in the crowd, but you do notice that you're being distracted by the succulent lunch that you can smell. There appears to be in the main market that they've turned into a giant open pit barbecue, and you can just smell lunch just distracting you. Your halfling taste buds are just jumping off the tongue like, we have to eat that.
I've never smelled anything like that. Yeah, we should go try some. Is that am I smelling the pie contest or?
No, you're smelling like roasted meats, vegetables, fresh cake, fresh baked bread.
Oh man, I'll go check that out.
Like you can smell like they've tapped some kegs. And you just smell the brews.
I'm not from like a vegetarian order, but we had very simple food. It was just
this
mostly
is-
like bread and rice.
This
and,
is succulent and decadent and
oh yeah.
luxurious. all
Oh my
at the
god,
same
let's
time.
spend some of that gold on some food.
Oh, it's actually because it's the festival. It's all free.
What? Civilization is awesome.
All you can eat, little one. Vaughn will also give me a perception.
All right. I got 8. Oh, sorry, 9. Sorry.
The thing you see the most is Pela looks like she's floating about 2 feet off the ground with like her nose dragging her
Right.
towards food. But you also smell the food, and it smells fantastic.
Yeah, I'll follow Pela.
Okay, Leosin, what do you want to do before as you can see the crowds following the race?
Right.
It looks like they're getting closer and closer to the finish line.
Can I tell that Tarek is still very obviously in the race?
No, you can't tell at all.
Okay, well, I'll move towards the finish line and be in position to, execute the plan.
Okay. You want to do like a stealth check or like a...
Well, what I thought I would do is create an illusion of a giant flaming bird flying over top of the walls, and that will explode into gorgeous fireworks, thus drawing people's eyes upwards while I disguise myself as Tarek magically and then run into the race, prepared to win.
All right, do it up.
Okay. Well, I don't need to really roll for the spells.
I guess the stealth just like to put yourself in a spot.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Stealth. 22.
All right, awesome.
Nice.
So Tarek, above you,
Yeah.
you see this beautiful phoenix of fire go soaring over top of the wall, scoot over the finish line, and explode in fireworks. Give me a Constitution check. 25.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I can't even hit 25.
That's why we're cheating.
All right. Oh, yeah, not even close. 8.
All right, so you're stuck at your level of exhaustion.
All right.
So give me a dexterity check for disadvantage.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna tank it again and try and just follow through on the plan.
Okay.
So I'll take it, and then just try and like meld into the crowd.
Right.
All right. So this is a stealth with disadvantage.
Yeah.
Okay. This
Come on, buddy.
Double 20s.
10 and 17. So 10 plus another 6 is 16.
Oh, not bad.
All right.
You have a bardic inspiration yourself?
Yeah.
Probably could have actually, to be honest.
Sneak away.
I'm so stealthy.
No, I think you're allowed to use bardic inspiration for stuff like that now.
Yeah?
Actually, I don't know how it works exactly.
Regardless, you managed to sneak away from the crowd as everyone's eyes are drawn up towards the sky.
Yeah.
Losin, how do you want to cross this finish line?
Well, wailing a metal riff, obviously, that I will create with minor illusion,
It's
not
the-
playing a real lute.
Give me the metal riff.
I'll just copy his like thunderstruck.
I know, but I want to hear you say it.
Derek! Try to whip the crowd into getting into it with me.
You see some people like they're shocked to see Tarek, who is notably falling behind, and is somehow
Second wind!
without actually going through the crowd. The pack
Don't keep a good dragonborn down!
crosses the finish line. It's like, yeah,
Yeah! Rah!
how, woo, you, yeah, oh yeah.
Thank you. I just start like shaking people's hands, even while they're confused. Yeah, I didn't know I could do it either.
You see Ontharr bring motion for you to come step up onto the podium. Give
do
me,
so.
What's it on Zone of Truth? Charisma save?
It is a charisma throwing save.
Yeah, give me a charisma save.
That would be a 23.
Ooh.
Wow.
So he can lie now, right?
Oh yeah. He could have lied last night because it only lasts for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I assume this is a new Zone of Truth
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he comes up and he says, "Welcome, our winner, Tarek,
Bard of Destiny!
Bard of Destiny." So, did you really win that race, Tarek?
What a question. Obviously I won the race. You all saw me, my adoring fans. Tarek!
Out there joining the crowd as they give you a great cheer. It's like, we will have your money prize ready for you later tonight. Congratulations, sir. Have yourself a rest.
Thank you. And you can all see me win the talent show tonight at... What's the name of that bar again?
The Black Antlers.
The Black Antlers!
You hear people cheer like, oh yeah, they're going to catch that show.
I'm doing it whispering now like that.
Some lone dragonborn with a hood over his head. Tarek! Tarek! Tarek!
Give me stealth check.
12.
Yeah. With my 22, I'm gonna. You see,
Well, thank you very much. Gotta go. Gotta run, as they say.
You see Ontharr look over, and someone just like pulls your head, like, "Wait a minute! There's 2 Tareks!" You see Ontharr look at.
Oh, Tarek number 2 is already walking away.
You see him
now
shake,
running.
You see him shake. It's like motions for you to come here.
No, I'm escaping.
No, I'm talking.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah.
He's like, come here. Give me a charisma save.
Charisma?
Okay.
7.
Nope, that's not enough. Not by a lot. You walk up and you feel like, oh, this is the same type of thing that Vondel did last night. It's like, now, which Tarek are you?
Oh, I have to tell the truth, right? Yes. Oh, I'm Tarek.
Which one? There seem to be 2 now.
Oh, I'm Tarek. There's just me.
Was that you just on stage there?
Oh no.
So why was there a man like you crossing the finish line who looked like you?
That was Lucian.
What? He did not look like him.
It's true.
Why did he cross the finish line like that?
Cast an illusion spell.
An old man in the crowd shouts, "He's lying! No one can do that!"
Why would he cast an illusion spell?
Oh, we came up with a plan to win the race.
Right. So a cheating plan then.
Kind of.
Yeah.
It's only cheating if you get caught.
Yeah. Well, it's cheating now. I guess.
An elderly woman cries, "Sounds like Leosin is the real victim."
It's like, all right, well, we will now give the prize to the second place person, but we will have a conversation later tonight.
Well, that's fair.
Yes.
Several different voices from the same basic regions all shout, "Boo! Boo! No way! This is stupid!"
They tell you lunch will be served in a couple minutes if you want to eat. Actually, Leosin and Tarek, give me perception checks.
Okay.
I like how Tarek was foiled by cheering him for himself.
Yeah.
Oh, hot dice, 25. 23.
Oh my god, 4.
Leosin, you actually notice that there's a hooded figure in the crowd.
Oh.
You recognize his face. You actually recognize he's got a new choker around his neck. It looks like Leosin Ontharr.
Nice.
He seems to be just there observing, doing nothing in particular, but he seems to be cloaked and hooded up.
Alright, I'll just go, stand next to him.
Yeah.
And,
It appears everyone's moving towards the main lunch, and he is looking like he's shuffling in an opposite direction.
I have about half an hour, by the way.
Right?
I have about half an hour, by the way.
Okay.
you know what, actually, I think I'll just follow him. I'll see where he goes.
Yeah. It appears he's heading towards the Black Antlers.
Ah, okay. We'll also do that. But I'll use Skiz as kind of as a forward kind of scout of this. So I'll try and stay so far back that he wouldn't be able to see me. Mm-hmm. Okay. And I'll kind of use Skiz's direction to follow along a little behind him.
Okay. He looks like he goes into the Black Antlers, which appears to be mostly empty because people are out at the pavilions drinking and eating there.
Right.
So he opens the door and walks in, and Skiz, you want Skiz to follow right behind him?
Yeah, he's going to follow in, and I'll quicken my pace so that I can catch up now that he's inside.
Yeah. Skiz says, can you say telepathically, or do you have to...
Yeah, he can communicate telepathically.
He says he's going down to the basement there, boss. There's a giant secret door in here. Oh my goodness.
What?
He says, yeah, he touched like something on the wall and pulled something, and that big vaulted door. There's a whole other thing down here.
Oh, great! Go with him.
Okay. He says he goes in, and he's like, the door is closing. As soon as he says the door is closing, all communication is stopped.
Skiz. Come in, buddy. Oh, crap. Alright, well, I will hurry up and get over there then.
Okay. You show up, and it just appears to be the bartender in the tavern. Just
wave amiably at him.
Then he recognizes you. He's like, enjoying the festival so far?
Oh, delightful. I won the pie eating contest. And the foot race.
Really? Because that's not what that's been posted around.
Yeah, I'm modest.
Yeah.
Well, gotta go downstairs.
You go downstairs, and it looks like just some basic oil lamps are on. It looks like the place is empty. Just desks and chairs and stuff like that.
Okay.
And your stuff is there as well.
Yeah. I wonder if I should try and go into the secret room. I think I will.
Give me a perception check.
Yeah. Do I have advantage since Skiz kind of described where the roughly where the thing is?
No, I'll say it's just a regular.
You also do have inspiration, though.
I do.
Oh, good catch.
All right. 17
in total.
Yeah.
That is not.
Right.
Unfortunately, it looks everything is still smooth stone on the walls and everything like that.
Okay. Well, in that case, I will wait upstairs until I hear from Skiz again.
Okay. So lunchtime is a big communal fest. You guys, Vondel, Pela, and Tarek all seem to bump into each other in line for collecting food. It looks like Pela's probably on her third plate right now.
Can you believe how much food there is here? We didn't have this much food in our entire monastery.
Oh, so young.
You see one guy hey, aren't you the Dragonborn who cheated at the foot
race? Hey, why don't you shut up?
You cheated at the foot race?
No. That's the other Dragonborn.
Yeah, there was two of them.
Yeah, there's two of them, guys. I'm Tarek, the good one. Come see me perform at the open mic night. Start passing out business cards. They say Tarek and Head Smackers. Tarek, yeah. Little.
When did you make these?
I always carry them on my person.
You see the guy walking I could have sworn there was two. He showed up in the town with only one of them.
Does anyone recognize Pela for her awesome feat earlier?
Oh yeah, but they're more surprised you're associating with the guy who cheated at the foot race.
Now they're wondering if Pela also cheated.
Yeah, she's like, maybe there's some magic involved. Maybe she was lying to us. She's like, I don't know. She's associated with a known cheater now.
Pela gets up to move to eat at a different table. Doesn't want to be associated with the cheater.
It's kind of turned into high school cafeteria.
I'll join Pale.
Come on, Vaughn.
Hey guys, winning is metal, and winning by any means necessary is totally metal. And I'm trying to justify it to the people sitting next to me in the table. It's it wasn't really cheating; it was just me being metal, you know. It would have made a great story if I'd won that. And if no one found out how I won, well, it would have been just an awesome story that I came back from behind and
didn't you cheer for the guy who was you though? You just hear a friend voice saying,
well, we Dragonborn got to stick together. But you're missing the point. The point is, it would have been a great story if I just won this thing. I mean, who needs to know exactly how it happens? All that matters is that you won.
All right. We're going to jump forward to, because we got to help from speed up for Miles. So the night comes. Everyone's talking about the arm wrestling contest that is.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for arm wrestling rather than drinking.
Yeah, you actually see
Hakh would totally enter the arm wrestling contest.
Yeah. We'll say that's what he does.
That's what he's been waiting all day.
He's doing push-ups with one arm.
Yeah.
Use the strong arm. You actually see Ontharr's squire shows up and summons you. He sees you with Pela and Tarek. He's like, actually, it's glad you're out here. Ontharr requires all your presences right now. If you would be so nice to join me.
Yeah, I'll join you.
Am I still waiting in the tavern, or what?
You're still in the tavern.
Yeah, I'll join.
Yep. Well, you know what? If it's been all afternoon, rather than continue to wait for Skiz, I'll dismiss him and have him reappear next to me, and then I'll go rejoin the rest of the group.
Okay.
He can describe what he saw to me later, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, he says like as soon as the door closed, like he couldn't. Like communication was broken off with you.
Yes, I noticed.
It's like it was a big vaulted room, and like it had many different paths and doorways.
Fascinating.
Further down.
You'll have to show me how to open it later.
I have no idea how that guy opened it.
What?
He just like touched a part of the wall and pulled another part of the wall, and it just.
That's what I'm talking about. We'll discuss your failure later.
Ontharr Squire actually finds you, and he has Pela, Tarek, and even Hakh in tow. It looks like Hawk's upset that he got pulled out of the arm wrestling contest early. Because he's...
you would have won, buddy. You would have totally taken them.
Hakh not impressed. So he actually leads you back to the Black Antler, and there's nobody there. And he leads you down...
Or isn't there.
He leads you down into like the room you met before, but then you see him wave his hand over a part of the wall, and you see like his like a bracelet on his hand light up and glow a little bit as you see what a section in the wall form up and open up as like you the big stone grinding on stone vault.
Whoa!
And
You didn't notice the glowing bracelet, eh, Skiz? Great job.
Sorry, boss. You say that out loud, or?
No, I say it in my head to him.
Okay. Waiting for you in the room are the broad-shouldered Ontharr Frume and Leosin the monk, and many pitchers of dark red wine. The paladin's face wears a serious expression, unlike its usual face. My friends, we have important business to discuss. At this point, you know as much as we do, and thanks to you, we know twice as much as today as we did a 10-day ago. Something rotten is afoot, and we have no formal organization to oppose these rascals.
Listen, I think you're maybe overreacting to the foot race cheating.
We're not
Just
talking
put that
about,
behind us. Oh,
We're not talking about the foot race.
oh, good, because I don't think anyone cheated.
We need people like you to fight. We need people like you to know how to fight the cult of the dragon. We can't promise you anything except long days with danger and stress. But what could be better than that, huh?
Well, I would think long days of relaxation and wine.
Also possible. I have to review to my true intentions today. The festival was just a test. Leosin talked very highly of you, but I had to see what you were all like in your various skills and fortes and strengths.
You organized a citywide festival just to test the 5 of us?
Yes.
That's great.
Whoa!
That makes me feel so important.
That's a great twist to this story.
Leosin talked highly of you, and I had to put you up to the rigors. And
Hey,
even though...
Leosin, do people call you Leosin by mistake?
They never call me that.
Seems like they would.
I hope that never happens.
Maybe we should call you by your last name, that'd be less confusing.
His last name turns out to be Moonshade.
You actually see Ontharr actually drop his slam his gauntlet down on a desk, makes a big echoey sound. It's like, gentlemen, this is very serious. We've been tracking the cult of the dragon for the past couple of months. We know, thanks to Leosin and thanks to your work in the caverns, that they've moved a great hoard of treasure. A grand store, as you would call it. It is going somewhere, and we need people who are experienced and skilled enough to track it down. Leosin comes forward and says, I'm actually part of an order that is trying to establish equality amongst the powers in the world. I'm called...
Palo perks up.
Yeah. He says, my order is called the Harpers. We've been around this world for many, many generations trying to make sure that peace and equality is sustained. And the fact that the cult of the dragon is now changing their ways and amassing treasure somewhere, it can't spell anything good for us. And you see Ontharr say, and we may not be associated, but my organization, the Order of the Silver Gauntlet, who believes in order and discipline, also see this as a giant threat to our current world. And you 5 are our best bet to deal with this threat.
Can I roll history to see what I know about these orders?
Yeah. Anyone else can if you want to.
Oh, yeah.
Critical one.
Nope.
Yikes.
Never heard of them.
No.
History's nice. 15.
The Bard knows.
The Bard knows. Of course, the Bard knows.
The Order of the Silver Gauntlet is a very famous order.
Heard stories
Yeah.
about them.
Yeah.
You actually
I start breaking into a story about one of their most famous captains.
you know you knew about the Flesh Golem story before.
Yeah.
But you actually started to be like, oh wait a minute, yeah, they can spend Order of Discipline. You're not Order of Discipline at all. As for the Harpers, it's an old name. They're kind of secretive, not malicious, but they like to work underneath the layer of everything, and to just make sure that power is in the right hands instead of the wrong hands.
Okay, so Tarek kind of like postures up a little bit and is like, guys, these guys are the real deal. I've heard stories about them, and every story is better than the last. We can really make our mark in this world, and we can become heroes of legend. We have to participate in this. We can make a difference, guys. We can definitely do this.
Wanda will apologize to Ontharr for questioning his motives.
It's all right, Master Dwarf. These are going to be trying times in the near future, and you have to question everything right now, especially when it comes to these dragon cultists, because they've changed their playbook. We don't know what page they're on anymore.
Well, I have good news and bad news for you. The good news is that I will still challenge you in the arm wrestling competition. The bad news is that possibly the Hoard is on its way here.
We know of the Hoard, and we know it's heading somewhere north, and it's along the tradeway, which unfortunately means it's a very narrow focus, but a very long one at the same time, as the tradeway stretches from here all the way up to Neverwinter in the north. It's a journey of many, many months. What we are asking you to do is infiltrate the cultist wagon, or trade caravan at Baldur's Gate, sneak in, simply find out where they're going with the treasure, and what they're going to be doing with it.
What if they spend it?
I think it would be if that does end up happening, let us know. I think that would be. You usually don't amass that type of treasure and spend it all in one place. And if you do, it's probably with a dragon.
Yeah, I think they're luring the dragon.
That's how you buy a dragon.
Yeah.
The first question is, if you accept, we can pay for all your expenses, shelter, clothing, food, weapons, whatever you need. We will cover it. In fact, you see, Leosin actually said, in fact, I've been asked by my order to formally open an invitation to join the Harpers to help us fight against the Cult of the Dragon.
I'd like to hear more about your concept of equality, for my own philosophy deals with balance and harmony.
This is why I was a bit cagey when I first met you, little monk. But we do share a lot of similar interests, that there should be a balance in power, that some people are meant to rule, some people are meant to serve. That's an understood thing, but there should be a balance, and there should be no tilting of one way or the other. It should be an equal distribution of power.
My order actually has a saying about this. If I can find it.
Look it up amongst your scrolls.
Yes. Well, no, she would have this memorized as part of like the sutras that she says to herself each night. So Pale looks at him and says, "A lord must respect his vassals, for without them he holds dominion over only himself. And a vassal must respect his lord.
He interrupts you and actually finishes the line for you.
For without him he has scant protection against the wolf." Yes! Wow, okay, so you've heard of this.
I feel sheepish in saying this, but I actually was part of your monastery.
Really? You're a renegade? She looks kind of recoiled.
Not so much as a renegade, but diverting my powers to a more useful channel, where I feel I do more good.
You joined the Order of the Rippling Pond, I assume. I also am on my pilgrimage, trying to find in what way I can apply my talents to bring balance to the world.
Well, it seems that the world is in fact cyclical, because it is on my pilgrimage I found the Harpers as well.
She's like totally ready to hear the recruitment pitch.
Yeah, it's like if you feel like, if you deem us worthy enough, the Harpers would love to have you.
What is required of us to join this order?
Just
Say yes.
it's pretty much a free reign It's essentially, as long as you help us out doing what we ask, then we help supply you and help cover costs. Other than that, you're left to your own devices as long as you don't try and bring down the world or creation as we know it.
I do like the sound of being left to my own devices, but supported financially.
The Harpers is probably the place for you.
So are there no restrictions on our activities? We won't be given orders or told required to perform any tasks?
You'll be given orders and missions. How you perform them is up to you. This is why we need people who have devout of faith, as he points to Vondel, and people who are more devious in nature, as he points to Leosin. Everyone has a set of skills, and all the skills can be put to good use.
Yes, I think I will accept your support. Thank you.
You see Ontharr, you're like, Leosin, always...
Right?
Like, now I'm doing it. It's like, always scooping it. Well, for those that are interested, the Order of the Silver Gauntlet also would like to offer you spots if you wish. It's a bit more devout and religious in nature.
No thanks.
Damn you, Leosin. You just see him, he kind of smirks a little bit. He says, Leosin actually has a pretty well thought out plan. And he says, we know that the treasure hoard is heading towards Baldur's Gate. And Baldur's Gate is our perfect and best chance to get in to the caravan. Baldur's Gate operates the only path through the mountains going from the south to the Midlands. And all trade caravans have to sell their wagons when they get to the south end of Baldur's Gate because the streets are narrow on purpose that you actually can't transport wagons, horses, or anything like that to the north end. So any wagon trains have to stop all their wagons and caravans, sell it off, go to the north end and hire new ones.
How would they transport their goods to the other side of the...
You have to hire porters inside the city. It is a very, very smart and very...
That's a tricky game.
Yes.
The Porters Guild must be quite wealthy indeed.
Oh, they are. Baldur's Gate is a money-first type of place.
So when can we start this grand adventure?
As soon as you want to.
All right. Let me dominate this moping mic, and then Tarek and the Head Smashers are at your service.
Nobody calls us that.
Yeah.
The pie eating contest was a test of our eating ability. To see if we could fight the cult of the dragon.
It was more to see hanging some cheese out there to see what would be done. What skills would you use to? And clearly the master of deception
ate all the pies and won the contest. Of course,
he did not eat all the pies.
There was a pie eating contest?
There was a pie.
Man!
yes, and I won.
He did not win. He cheated.
I'm the winner.
He also cheated at the foot race as well.
Tarek won the foot race.
He did not win the foot race.
Jeez, you guys. Are you doing this just to, win money?
Yes.
It's so easy to do. Pela lifts up the bag of 500 gold that she won earlier this morning. I did this without even trying.
What?
Pela, I've never been prouder of you.
He says, "It's these types of skills we're going to need. We need you to go to the north end of the city and find a way in to get with the caravan going north. We have some contacts you can use. We have a ferry boat that can ship you upriver in a couple of days.
How will we relay this information back to you without traveling the many months back to here?
Well, there is plentiful amounts of magic, animal couriers. It's not difficult to do, but there will need to be a supreme stealth element because you will need to change your appearances for infiltrating this because these will be the same cultists you ran into.
Maybe we should leave Hakh behind. He's not very good at being stealthy.
Hakh says,
pretty noticeable.
Hakh says, half-orc look like everyone else. You just little racist.
I don't know, buddy. You're kind of hard to miss in a crowd.
Oh, I remember a story where heroes pretended to be prisoners of themselves and snuck in that way. Could that be something that works in this situation?
Mm-hmm.
If you think it can get you in with the caravan, then...
If not, we could definitely disguise Hakh and drag.
Mm-hmm.
No one would suspect that.
I'm a disguise kid. You saw how well my disguise went
know.
off last time. It didn't.
Actually, no,
This guy's
we're
very,
great.
very good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was,
yeah.
the start
They
of
made
the
it look
ride.
like
Oh yeah, the
entirely
paper mache
different
kobold
race.
head.
Yeah. No, we got this.
He says,
Well, assuming we do successfully infiltrate this caravan, what do you want us to do? Just travel with them to their final destination?
it's going to be similar to the cave. Is where is it going and what are they going to do with it?
And then fuck things up when we get there. Pele
Yes.
cracks her knuckles.
It's the north. The north of here is a very large area, and the tradeway stretches a very long way. And there's many different outlets for it. This money could easily disappear off the road at any moment.
Can you give us some kind of magical item so we can communicate with you?
Yes, yes, we
Scroll
actually,
of sending or something?
we actually can arrange for. But I would advise against using it frequently because subterfuge is the greatest asset we have here because they don't know where we specifically are tracking or trying to track them. But
Perfect.
everything will be taken care of. All your needs will be met. And I guess the only thing I do have to say is thank you for taking on such a daunting task.
Yeah, this is going to be an awesome story, guys.
What
We're
will
gonna tell
you two
this
be doing
forever.
while we're undertaking this?
Well, unfortunately, this is one of many hordes that we're tracking.
Let's see.
There's much money and much treasure flying around out there in concentrated forms, all under the cult of the dragon.
I think it's so rich. Oh yeah, they stole it.
So when you're ready to go, we will arrange for the boats, and we'll send you off to Baldur's Gate.
Well, what kind of equipment and support can you offer us? I mean, obviously, I don't require very much, but
If
some
you
kind
can-
of magical ring or amulet would definitely be helpful.
We can check our stores, we can check our vaults, but just about anything you can think of, we can try and arrange for you to have. Some on a borrowing basis and some on a you can keep basis.
Maybe I need some sort of magical instrument. A plus to my casting.
Says, but be understood, lady and gentlemen, this will be a very dangerous and long trip.
I can't wait to get started.
All right, and we're gonna keep it there.
I'm with
Cool.
Caleb.
Bam.